Hey guys, Matt here again with another What Sold on eBay video. And just like yesterday's video, I'm going to start this off with what I picked up today. I've been out thrifting today and hitting up some yard sales. And I'm going to show you guys what I picked up today and tell you what I spent on them and hope to get for them. And then we'll go through, I think I have about 15 listings, 15 things that sold from August 11th until like August 18th. So I'll show you guys those, and as always, I'll tell you what I spent on them, how long I had them, show you what we got for them. But I wanted to start off by saying thank you to everyone who has subscribed so far, left comments, thumbs up. I really appreciate it. It's been crazy. I can't believe that we've done so well just these last couple of days. So enough rambling. Let's start with what we picked up today. I'll start with kind of the smaller thing. I picked this up today. This is a Nintendo DS XL case. It's brand new. I paid $1 for this. And it'll just be something that I throw in on when I get a DS XL, I'll throw this on, to make the lot look nice. So we picked that up for $1 today. And then I picked up from the local thrift store, I picked up a bag that had a Sony Walkman in it. A little Sony Discman in there. And nothing too crazy. This was $5 for the bag, and I'll show you just exactly why I actually bought this. But I mean, a Sony Discman, I mean, it'll sell. So I say I have about $2.50 into this. I'll probably get 15 or $20 for that. So nothing crazy, but still something to sell. But the reason I picked that particular thing up is because of these. It had very unique looking Sony speakers in there. Again, that was part of that bag. It was $5, so I have about $2.50 into these. And I was surprised. I thought they were going to go for a little bit more because of how unique they look. But they're about 15 or $20 for these. So $2.50 into 15 or 20. So on the just that one little bag, $5. I'll make about $35 or $40 worth of sales. But I just thought they were cool little Sony. They have a little 3.5 millimeter jack. You could plug them into that CD player and use them that way. So I thought they were cool. What else did we pick up? We picked up another Sony item. This is a Sony Dream machine. It's a little like alarm clock radio thing. This was $4. I don't know if you can see that there. $4 at the thrift store. Again, this is another $15 or $20 item. Again, nothing super crazy, but I mean, it's pretty clean. I'll have to test it out, clean it up a little bit more. But these sell pretty easily. It should be a quick $15 or $20, no problem there. Moving right along, I picked up a set of these Radio Shack. This is like a wireless intercom system, and there was 3 of these, so it's like a 3 channel intercom system. They were $10 for the bag. There were like 3 of them in a bag. Just comes with a little power cord, and use it for an office use. I don't know really else to say about that. But again, $10 for these, and these will go for about 50 or 60 for the 3 of them. So not a bad sale there. And the last thing that I picked up today while outsourcing this was really cool. This was my favorite pickup of today, obviously, because it's pretty unique. It's this Mickey Mouse, it's a Dolly toy Mickey Mouse nursery lamp from 1981. And it came in, I'll show you guys the box. Here, it came in a really nice box. The box is still in great condition. Like there's no writing on it. It's not all tore up. Like this thing isn't nearly 40 years old. It looks great. The lamp looks great. As you can see, it got a bulb in there. Got it turned on. The little Mickey there, he lights up. The lampshade is in fantastic condition. There's no rips, stains, tears, anything really. I mean, it's so clean. There's no the paint's not really chipping off on there, on the plastic, and the base is in great condition. It's just a really clean looking vintage Mickey Mouse lamp for a nursery, and I picked this up for $4 at a yard sale today, and I'm gonna try to get $79.95 plus shipping out of it. I don't know. I might even go higher than that because it's such a cool piece. And there really isn't anything on eBay to compare it to. There's somebody trying to sell one for I think $89.95 or $84.95, and it's in much worse condition. The shade is all tore up in the back here. The box is all tore up, has writing all over it. So mine is in much, much better condition. So I might even raise that price. I don't know. But all right, so that's what we picked up today. That's what I picked up in my travels this morning. Got started pretty early. I usually get started around 7:30, 8 o'clock. I get out there and hit, thrift store sales, whatever it may be. But here's what we sold from August 11th through August 18th. And this is about 15 sales. And again, I'll tell you guys if I can remember what I paid for them, where I got them from, how long I had them, and then we'll go over what I sold them for. So here's the very first sale. This is a Panasonic handset. A Panasonic handset. It is, as you can see here, it's four phones here. And I usually pick these up anytime I see any kind of phone sets or handsets or anything like that. It's, like a business would use this. This particular one sold for a little less because it didn't actually have the rechargeable batteries in there, which isn't a big deal. You can buy, I think, a 2-pack or a 4-pack of batteries was like $5. So not a big deal to get new rechargeable batteries for this, but you can see I just took pictures of the phones. There they are charging. They're on, the lights are on, so it shows that they work. I picked this up for $4 for this set, and we at St. Vincent de Paul quite a while ago, and they don't really take that long to sell. I sell a lot of these phone sets, and I'll show you 2 different ways that I sell them. One way is I sell them as a unit, like a whole working unit like this. The other way I do is I'll break this up and sell it separately. Now this way they're going to obviously sell much quicker. Like it's going to be one transaction, one sale, and you're going to get that money right back. With the other way I like to sell them is I break them up. Like that little charger base on the bottom there, I'll list that. So if I was to break this up and list it, I'd list that charger base 1, 2, there's 3 of them. So you might get $12 to $14 out of each one of those charger bases. So that's already $36 in sales. So I sold this one for $34.95. If I would have broke this up, I could have sold each one of those bases for about $12 and made just that much. And then you sell the phones separately. Each phone sells for $10, $12, and then that main base might sell for $15. So you're going to get a lot more if you break them up. But like I said, it's more of a long game if you do it that way. You're not going to get the money right away. It's not going to be one chunk. It's going to be $12 here, $10 there. But in the end, you will get more. And sometimes, like I said, I pick up these phone sets all the time. Sometimes I sell them as a unit. Sometimes I break them up. So you'll see, I think I have another one coming up here. And I think I did the same thing where I just sold it. But then, again, these don't have batteries. Just remember that when I tell you guys about the one later coming up. These don't have batteries. So this sold for a little less, $34.95. Paid $4 for that. All right. You guys know I like to flip games on this channel. This is one that I flip very regularly and very easily. So this is Wii Sports. This is the game that actually comes with the system when you buy it. And you wouldn't think this has value, but it does. And you can see I just have one picture here. And then I show a picture of the disc. Got little scratches on it, no problem. Right? Sold this for $9.95. Don't ever pay more than $1 for these. 50 cents, $1. The local thrift store that I have here, my little honey hole, usually gets one of these like a week, maybe 2. And I always buy them for $1, and I'll sell them all day long for $9.95. So, I'm not going to become rich off these, but they're easy sales. You throw it in a bubble mailer, off it goes. Love flipping video games, and this particular one is one that you will see. And you can make, $8 off this if you're into that. Moving right along, this is a Fitbit wireless activity tracker. This is a good one. I saw this. This was a Sunday garage sale only. And the garage sale was on Garage Sale Finder, and one of the 3 had 3 pictures, and one of the 3 pictures was this Fitbit. So I drove 15 minutes to the garage sale, got up early. I wanted to get there early to get this Fitbit because I was able to look it up, sitting in the comforts of my home, the night before. Saw, man, that thing's worth $52.95 is what I sold it for. So about $55 with shipping. If I can go there and get that for $10 or $15, then I think that would be a pretty decent flip. 2-3 times your money, no problem there. So sure enough, I drove there. I was the first one at the sale. They had this on the table. They had a sticker on it that said $25. I was like, ooh, that's steep. So the guy was sitting there. I said, hey, will you take $15 for this Fitbit? And to my surprise, he said, yeah, sure. So I got this for 15 bucks. Went to the sale just for this, and it sold within a day for $52.95. So, you know, if you're on the Garage Sale Finder, if you're checking out Garage Sale Finder, click on those ads. Look at those pictures. Sometimes you can get clues of what's at the sale. Sometimes you can look stuff up at your home and kind of have a game plan going into it. Like, you know, I already knew in my head, I'm not going to pay more than 10 or 15 bucks for this. This is what it's worth. If I can't get it for that, I'm just going to leave it. So that's that. So that's just a good little tip for you guys. All right. You guys know me. The other good thing I like to flip in this channel is bobbleheads. And this is one of those. This is a Cincinnati Reds Joe Oliver bobblehead. I picked this up for 50 cents at a yard sale, and I sold it for $19.95 plus shipping. So 20 bucks for this for 50 cents. And like I said, bobbleheads will sell. Bobbleheads, I've sold 4 or 5 bobbleheads already in 2 months. I've could have probably sold more if I knew earlier in the game that I could flip bobbleheads so easily. But they're easy to pack, easy to ship, easy to take pictures. You know, just a few pictures of the box. That's about it. And you see these at yard sales all the time. Now, again, not all players sell. This guy sold because he's an older player for the Reds. He's from the 90s, the glory years. You can see there, a 1990 25th anniversary Reds Hall of Fame bobblehead. So it has some content. It's a popular older player. So he sold for $19.95 plus shipping, and I paid 50 cents. So not bad. All right, guys, here is one of my best finds at a garage sale, and you'll see this one. Do I have another one coming up in this one? Yeah, I do. So this is Access and Allies. This particular lot is the miniatures game. So Access and Allies is a board game made by Avalon Hill, and it also branched out into a miniatures game, which is separate. But if you see that, I watched a video on YouTube. I remember the Access and Allies game, but I didn't realize that it had value. And I watched a video, I think on Flippin' Dorks, and he had showed Access and Allies board game. He said, hey guys, be on the lookout for this Access and Allies stuff. You can usually get it pretty cheap, and it goes pre-owned for quite a bit. I watched that the night before I went to the garage sales, and sure enough, went to a garage sale, and in the driveway was a whole stack of Access and Allies stuff. And I was like, wow, I can't believe there it is. The day after I watched the video about it, there it is. So this, again, this is the miniatures game. There's like a board game, there's a miniatures game, and you'll see the one coming up later is actually the board game part of it. But I got $80 for this, and I paid, I think I asked them, there was 4 boxes of Access and Allies stuff. I said, what do you want for all of it? They said $6. I couldn't believe it. I said, okay, sure. Yeah, that sounds good. So I have about $1.50 into this lot, and I sold it for $80 plus shipping. So a really, really good find. Something to be on the lookout for. Some board games, you'll be surprised, some board games have value, and this is one of those games. All right. We all know these. Another Sony CD player, but the good thing about this one, it was sealed. Sealed in its original, like, compact car remote pack here. It's car ready. It's got the charger. It's got the little remote, the little cassette tape there. I picked this up for $8 at the St. Vincent de Paul, and I ended up selling it for $19.95 plus shipping. So a really good sale. It took a while to sell. I think I had it priced pretty darn high to start, and it just kind of, I slowly dropped it down. So yeah, this was a really nice sale. This sold on my birthday, August 14th, so this was a really nice birthday present to myself. When this came across and sold, I was like, all right, man, it's going to be a good day. So yeah, so $8 into $119.95 plus shipping. All right, another one of these car seat base. If you haven't seen these in my other video, I bought these from the Toys R Us closing sale. Walked in, the guys yelling 95% off everything, and they brought this huge pallet out of these car seat bases. And they're originally $89.99 in the store. They were 95% off. I think I paid about $4.50 a piece for each one of these. And this was the last one I sold. I sold 3 on eBay, and I sold 1 locally, so I had 4. And I sold this one for $54.95 plus shipping. I wish I could go back and buy the whole pallet, because I would have. There was probably 20 or 30 of these on the pallet. I would have bought every one of them and just made a spot in my garage. Let them sit out there, made this listing, put however many I had, and just let it roll. You know, and made money. I think I make about 40 bucks for each one of these that sold. So a really good find. It was really early in my eBay career, and I just didn't know, like, if eBay was gonna work, if it was gonna be anything. So I didn't really want to put a whole bunch of money into eBay to start. So I spent $20 on 4 of them. I'm like, oh man, I'm spending 20 bucks on these. But I wish I would have went back, and I wish I could go back and buy them all. All right, this is some remnants of a broken DVD player I bought, a Sony portable DVD player I bought from a garage sale for $2. I showed the other parts on the video yesterday. This is another part of that. This is just the controller from that broken DVD player, and it sold for $3.95. I got maybe a quarter into this or something, so not a huge money, but again, it was a broken DVD player, so I might as well sell all of it, even if it's a small sale. And this sold again within a day, very, very quickly. All right, guys, this is again this is a base from the phone sets that I buy. I buy a bunch every time I see phone sets at the thrift store. I don't want to buy them, but I just do because the stuff sells. And this is just a charger base. I think I bought a set to sell as a bundle, and it had an extra one of these in it. So I said, well, I don't have a phone for it. I might as well just sell it separate. And this is kind of where the idea started in my head. Man, I can sell this for $12.95, and I can sell the whole set with 4 phones and everything for $34.95. It just makes more sense to sell these off piece by piece. Again, the long game. It's going to take a lot longer to sell these, but I mean, look how easy it is to list. 1 picture, 2 picture, 3 picture. That's it. And if you've got multiple of these, you just, if you've got 3 or 4 of these, you just put 3 or 4 on there and, let them roll. But yeah, so I think I bought this set for $4, so I maybe have 50 cents or something into this. $12.95 plus shipping, so a pretty good one. All right, guys, this is a wife find. This was her baby. This was the one thing she was waiting to sell. And this is a vintage Bradley big-eyed fashion doll with a pink polka dot dress on. That's what we listed it as. And you can see there it's got the little tag that says Elegance by Bradley. We got this at the same sale. We got all the Precious Moments stuff, the $5 camera that sold for $100. This was at the best yard sale that I've ever been to. Walk up, the guy, all the prices are pretty much $1 on everything, except for this camera I bought was $5. But we got this for $1. She got some other ones. I think she got one to keep. It was like a little nurse Bradley doll. So, she is a nurse, so she wanted to keep that one. I said, that's cool. But we did sell this one, and we got $19.95 plus $7.25 shipping. Now, it took a while to sell, and the price started much higher than $19.95 because my wife was like, this thing is worth a lot. And, but we ended up on $19.95, and it sold for that. So, a pretty cool piece. My wife was very excited when this sold. She tells me every day, oh, remember I sold that Bradley doll, because I was a little skeptical. And, but it sold, and we made good profit on it, so it was a good sale. All right, guys, here is another one of those phone bundles. Now, this is one that I actually kept bundled, and you can see here it's got 5 phones. It's got four small charging cradles, and then the main base there. Comes with the booklet, the information, some clips, another little piece of phone information there. Again, I bought this for $4. Pretty much, that's what I buy them for. $4, $6, sometimes $8 if I'm feeling a little, adventurous. But I sold this for $49.95 pretty quickly. Listed it, and maybe 3 or 4 days later it sold. So these are pretty quick flips where I'm at, and I don't mind listing them. I mean, no big deal. It's not too difficult. I mean, you gotta take some pictures and make sure they all work, but pretty easy flips. All right, this is a Kodak projector, and it's kind of special to me and my wife. This was our very first big eBay purchase, right? So we just started eBaying. We're trying to figure the game out of eBay, and we're at the thrift store, and we see this. What drew our eye is the case that it was in. The case was like an original Kodak case. It was in very, very good condition. It was just a really clean, nice. This is, I think, from 1997, like an old Kodak slide projector. And we bought this for, I believe, $20 is what we paid for this. We paid $20 for this. This was, again, our first big purchase. We're going to sell this. We were very, very brand new to eBay, and we jumped, head first into eBay, apparently, with this sale. Because this was not an easy one to sell. But it ended up selling. And the reason it wasn't easy, we got it home, we tested it, the lamp was out. So we had to actually order, you can kind of see it in the picture here, we had to order a new lamp bulb there. And that was about $5 with free shipping, so it wasn't like a crazy price. It was just, we got it here, we were testing it out, it doesn't work, oh my god, what are we going to do? We've got a new lamp bulb, put it in, it worked fine, but then it was like, like when you turn it on, the light wouldn't shine out the front of this little lens here. So I was worried it was broken, so I had to take it to my dad's house, and my dad was helping me try to figure it out. We didn't actually have slides to put in here to test it, so we had to replicate what it was like if a slide was in there. And when we did, that's when we were able to actually trigger the mechanism inside to shine the light on the wall. So it was a big ordeal. It was a big production. This, went from the thrift store to my house, unpacked several times, took all the pictures, packed it back up, took it to my dad's house, unpacked it, set it all up, put it together. So it was a pretty big ordeal. Took a while to sell. It wasn't a great seller. It just, the reason we bought it was so clean. It was so nice. It seemed like it was well kept. But again, we paid, overall we ended up paying like $26 when we ordered the new lamp. And we got $90 and free shipping with that. So not a bad sale, just took a while. All right, a couple more here, guys. This is another part of that Axis and Allies lot I bought. The first one I showed you guys was the miniature set. This is the Axis and Allies board game. This is like an expansion pack for the original Axis and Allies board game, something like that. But this is Axis and Allies Guadalcanal. Again, I have $1.50 into this game. Took some pictures, showed that the pieces were there, and we got $89.95 plus shipping, so almost $100 for this $1.50 purchase of Axis and Allies. And I still have 2 pieces. There was 4 boxes. This was one. I sold the other lot. I still have 2. A little bit. They're not as expensive pieces, but those were the 2 nice pieces, and they sold pretty quickly. Didn't have this long. And again, $89.95 out of $1.50 is fantastic. So that was again, be on the lookout for this Axis and Allies stuff, guys. And the very last sale is a kind of a funny one. This is Catopoly. This is a Monopoly game about cats. The reason I bought this, they don't have particularly a whole bunch of value, but I was at the thrift store, St. Vincent de Paul, and they had a big stack of these Monopoly games. There was 5 of them, and they were $2 a piece, so I paid $2 for this, and they were all sealed. So they're all brand new and sealed. I have Catopoly. Well, I had Catopoly. I got Dog, Horse, a Las Vegas one, a Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer one. So this was one of the cheaper ones, and I think the dog one only goes for like $10. The horse one, and it goes for like $15. But the Las Vegas one and the Rudolph one are almost $30 a piece. So this was again $2. I spent $10 for 5 of them, and again, pretty quick, pretty easy. 1, 2 pictures, that's it, showing that it's sealed, put in there, it's brand new. And for $2, we made $12.95 plus shipping. So not a terrible sale, but just funny that it's the cat version of Monopoly. I don't know. But all right, guys, that's all the sales from August 11th through August the 18th. That was about 15 sales, and then I showed you guys a little bit about what I picked up today and what I hope to get from that stuff. So again, thank you to everyone who's commented, watched the videos, subscribed, hit the thumbs up button. I really appreciate it. I appreciate the love and the support, and I'll keep making the videos as long as you guys keep watching. So I'll be back with another video tomorrow, basically from August 18th or 19th through the current through today, what I've sold from there. And then again, I'll show you guys what I pick up at the yard sales. Tomorrow is Friday, so a huge day at the yard sales. I'll be out bright and early, probably 7:30 in the morning, and I'll be out yard sale until 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. The wife will be coming with me, so that'll be a lot of fun. So stay tuned for that video. That'll be tomorrow, and I'll show you guys what I get. And again, thank you very much, and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye, guys. Thanks.